All good adventures have some things in common. They have good characters, they have bad characters, they have a villain, and of course, they have a hero. They say all good love stories have a happy ending. I disagree. People don't get happy endings in real life. In this video, I'll tell you one of those heartbreaking love stories featured in Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this tale. And of course, press that like button if you enjoy. I went to Jeleov to get a haircut, a bath to freshen up a little. While I was getting my haircut, I thought to myself, I have not seen Bojana in a while. She lives nearby. I wonder what she is up to. So after the haircut was done, I got on Pebbles and went to see her. It was raining heavily. Visibility was very poor, and Pebbles was having a hard time walking on the road. I felt bad for the poor guy, so I promised him some good food after we were done. On the road, I saw two men hanging out nearby her hut. They did not look like bandits, but you can never be sure in this world. So I took out my crossbow and approached them. They attacked me on sight. They weren't normal bandits. They had a name. One of them were called Yada the Great, and the other guy was his friend. I don't believe in Gandhian philosophy. If you hit me, I'm going to hit your back. So I took care of them and continued on my path. When I arrived at Bojana's hut, she was looking very concerned. I quickly approached her and asked her if everything was all right.
Has something happened?
My daughter, Pavlena. Remember her? She was here when I was healing you two.
I remember. What's wrong with her?
She's missing. It's not like her to be wandering around like that. She goes to Troskovitz to sell baskets, but she knows I can't manage on my own, so she never stays away for long. These old eyes of mine can't see nothing much. Pavlena has to take care of me. She's a good girl, that lass of mine. I'm very worried about her. You understand? What if something's happened to her? God forbid. I can't look for her myself, but you could. I know I'm asking a lot of you, but I've no one else to turn to.
Do you think anyone might want to hurt Pavlena?
These are evil times, Henry. I dread to think what could happen to a young girl alone on the road. And besides, the folk in Troskovitz ain't too fond of us.
What have the Troskovitz people got against you? Did something happen?
I'd rather not talk about it, Henry. I wouldn't want you to get the wrong impression about us.
But what if her disappearance is connected with it? Tell me about it, good wife.
Well, we haven't always lived here in the rocks, you know. We're from Troskovitz originally.
Right. Now how come you left?
Left? They threw us out. A childbirth went awry, and we were driven away by all the lies told about us.
Went awry. What happened?
I don't want to talk about it. I'm sure the good folk of Troskovitz will be only too keen to tell you.
Where exactly was Pavlena going?
To Troskovitz. She was taking wicker baskets she'd made. She sells them there and uses the coin to buy what we need. Sometimes it takes her a while, but this time she said she'd be right back. I have a bad feeling about this.
Did it occur to you she might have run off? She's a young girl. And pretty. What kind of life does she have here in the woods? Maybe she wanted to live a little.
You don't know Pavlena. She's not like that. If she wanted to live a little, she'd tell me straight out. She doesn't keep things from me. Don't imagine I keep her here against her will, or that I don't know what it means to be young.
Pavlena is young and, well, no offence, but you seem a little old to be a mother. Is she really your daughter?
She is. Not by birth, but that doesn't change anything. Her mother died in childbirth, and there was no one but me to take care of her.
And Who was Pavlena's birth mother?
A girl from the charcoal burners. They left the county and I think she had no one else. I buried her myself. No one came for her.
Do you know anything about Pavlena's father?
I don't know who he was. Pavlena's mother was very young, and the fella surely abandoned her when her belly grew. She never told me nothing about him.
As a midwife, I'm sure you've seen it often. Well, that the mother doesn't survive childbirth.
All too often, lad. But that's the lot of women. Or is it any different where you're from?
No, it's not. True enough.
See then? Now, can we just keep our minds on Pavlena?
All right, good wife. I'll try to find Pavlena for you.
Thank you, Henry. Like I said, she was heading for Troskovitz. You should start looking there.
All right. I'll ask around there for her.
And maybe you could look in her room in the loft. My old legs ain't up to climbing stairs, but you might find some clues there.
She was right. Before going to Troskovich, I should investigate Pavlena's room.
She got up and went
I
straight-
found a hat. Her bed was
Really need to eat
unkept,
something.
and I did try to unlock her chest, but I'm very bad at locking, so I could not open it. And I also saw some clothes on the floor, and I went back to Bojana to tell this.
I had a look in Pavlena's place in the loft.
And? Did you find anything?
She didn't pack up her stuff. I don't think she was planning to be gone for long.
I told you, didn't I? Pavlena wouldn't run off.
I found a cap there. A man's cap. I don't suppose Pavlena would wear something like that.
You're saying she had some young man here? I'd surely have noticed.
I don't know, good wife. I'm just saying what I found.
Could she have found herself a beau in Troskovitz?
She's got unfinished work there. She weaves baskets.
Aye, she usually has a few on the go. But she took them to the market in Troskovitz. We've got nothing here but what we make ourselves, or find in the woods. Pavlena weaves baskets very nicely. Folk buy them from her.
After I arrived at Troskovich, my first stop was the inn. Well, naturally, people come and go and have a drink at the inn and talk about things. Maybe they know something. So I approached the innkeeper, Betty, and asked her if she knew about Pavlena.
The Lord be with you. What do you need?
I'm looking for Pavlena, the daughter of the herbwoman from Zhelyov. Do you know her?
I do. Pavlena still comes here from time to time, selling baskets, ointments, and whatnot. I ain't seen her around in a while, though. Why are you looking for her?
She hasn't been home for a long time, so Bojana sent me to look for her. When she left, she was heading here.
If I was you, I'd go and ask at the rat house. Or Jezek the cooper. That old goat had his eye on her one time. Only she wouldn't have him if he was the last man alive. Can't say I blame her. That Jezek's a drunken sot.
What's this Jezek like? And what do you mean about him having his eye on Pavlena?
He wanted to get married, and no sensible girl around here would have a drunkard like him, so he figured Pavlena might be an easier bet. He promised her a home in the village, but the girl wasn't so dumb as to fall for it. He's hardly got 2 groschen to rub together, and his house ain't no palace neither. All she'd have out of it is a heartache, and a bunch of brats as pig ugly as their old man.
And where might I find this Jezek?
If he ain't boozing here at the tavern, he'll be on the way here or at home.
Thanks.
Following the innkeeper's advice, I went to the bailiff. I could not find him at his office. After looking around for a while, I found him standing at the courtyard behind the general store, and I asked him if he knew anything about Pavlena.
I'm looking for Pavlena, the daughter of Bojana from Zhelyov. She comes here selling baskets and other items.
Aye, I know her.
Do you know if she's been here in the last few days, Master Bailiff? I'm a bit worried about her.
I haven't seen her myself, but you can ask around the village. Try the houses along the road to Zhelyov. She'd have to pass that way.
What can you tell me about Pavlena?
She used to live here with her mother, but then we drove them out. She's not the kind of girl you'd notice much, but she knows how to take care of herself. I let her come round here because, well, maybe I've gotten soft in my old age. But I reckon children shouldn't have to pay for their parents' sins. Don't you think?
Why did you drive them out of Troskovitz? What happened?
Bozhena was our midwife. It ain't the cleanest trade, but it's needed. Women all over the domain used to call for her help with births. Only, as it turned out, bad help is worse than no help at all. I won't go digging up old grievances, but believe me, we had cause enough to drive that old witch out of here.
Has Pavlena got any friends here? Acquaintances?
There's Roman, who brings us wood.
Roman? Who's he?
A woodcutter like his father. May he rest in peace. He lives just off the green. His hair is red like embers. You can't miss him.
And Pavlena's on friendly terms with him?
You could put it like that. Roman's pa wouldn't be too happy about his son being with an outsider like her. But all he can do now is look down and weep. Not that Roman ain't a decent lad. Honest and hard-working. It wouldn't surprise me if Pavlena left her ma to be with him.
Well, I don't think that's likely. Pavlena left all her things at home.
Still and all, you could go and ask Roman if he's seen her or not.
Do you think anyone here would want to hurt Pavlena?
Troskovitz is a decent village. You'd better watch your mouth.
Before following the bailiff's advice and talking to every homeowner on the road to Zhelyov, I thought maybe I should talk to the drunkard first.
I hear you're interested in Pavlena.
What's it to you?
Well, Pavlena's gone missing. Do you know anything about that?
Why should I? I don't give a shit about Pavlena anymore.
What happened to you? You're all beaten up.
It ain't none of your fucking business. If you're so interested, go and ask at the tavern. I bet they'd be glad to tell you all about it.
Have you got something against Pavlena?
I ain't got no problem with her. She's the one that's got a problem with me, the bitch.
Someone ought to shut that nasty mouth of yours. Pavlena's gone missing, and the way you talk about her, I'm getting the feeling you might be to blame. And that could end very badly for you.
Hold your horses. That beating I got in the tavern was enough for me. I ain't seen Pavlena, and if she'd been around here, she'd have steered clear of me anyway.
Why's that?
There was a time when I wanted her for my wife. Only she'd rather be with that ginger bastard Roman. If anyone's seen her, it was that ne'er-do-well. Or that other fucker, Dushko. The two of them live along the way to Zhelyov.
It did not look like he was involved in Pavlena's disappearance. But to make sure he was telling the truth, I returned back to the innkeeper, Betty, and talked to her about the drunkard.
I was talking to Yezhek. He said he had a fight with someone here.
Aye, and what a sight that was. He got beaten up by this skinny fella. Didn't half give him a pasting.
How did the fight start?
I think they was talking about the bailiff's daughter. She's to be married, you know, to young Lord Samin. So there was talk about the wedding and that. In short, Yezhek ain't got no girl. I doubt he ever touched one in his life. Anyways, the fella was yanking his pizzle about it. And when I brought more ale, I found them rolling in the dirt.
Do the fellas here brawl a lot?
You know how it is when fellas have a skinful. They get up to all sorts of things. My customers don't fight much, but in Zhelyov, they love a brawl. Even make wagers on who's gonna flatten who.
The brawl sounded like it was about something else entirely. But innkeeper Betty did tell me about the woodcutter's place. I went to the place where the woodkeepers work, and Roman's friend Dushko was looking for him as well. I talked to Dushko.
You're looking for Roman? I also need to find him. To ask if he knows where Pavlena is.
That sweetheart of his? Well now, I hadn't thought of that. They could be together somewhere, so you can help me look for him.
Where do you think Pavlena and Roman might be?
Not long ago, Roman was talking over a beer about how him and Pavlena wanted to leave and start a new life. Somewhere where no one knows her and her ma.
You think they'd really do it?
I took it all with a grain of salt, but after what he told me last time, anything is possible. For Christ's sake, he's got a whole house his pa left him. He wouldn't just leave it on account of her, would he?
Well, I don't know about Roman, but I've been at Pavlena's, and it didn't look like she was getting ready to leave.
She might have done it in secret, and she'd have reason enough. Believe me. Best to go and look in Roman's house. That should clear things up.
All right. Let's go and take a look at Roman's.
Great. That is, you can go there.
Hang on, you said you two were friends. Why would I go there alone?
For one thing, I have to work. And besides, how would it look if anyone saw me breaking down his door? My reputation would be ruined, whereas you, no offense, you're a stranger. You don't have to worry about your good name, do you? But me, I'd lose my livelihood.
How do I get into Roman's house?
Through the door, of course. Only it's locked. I tried it. You'll have to figure something out.
Oh, that's just great. All right. I'll go and have a look.
After you search the place, come back and let me know what you found. I'll be around here somewhere.
Since I was out of lockpicks, I could not get into Roman's home by lockpicking the main door. Luckily, there was a ladder at the backside that led me to the upper story of his home. I went inside and investigated the room. I saw 2 dinner plates. Pavlena was here, for sure, and very recently. The food was fresh and everything was kept. I also saw the wooden baskets she was supposed to sell at Truskovich. I went back to Dushko and told him everything I found.
I searched Roman's house.
And what did you find?
Well, there's no one there, but Pavlena had been there for sure. The table was set for 2, and I found the baskets that she sells too.
You're right. It sure does look like she was there.
It can't have been long ago either. The food was still fresh. Any idea where they might have gone?
Well, they've got a favorite spot down by the stream. You could try looking there.
Where exactly?
There's a ditch leading from Roman's house to the stream. Follow it down the hill. When you come to a place where the stream flows between the 2 big boulders, turn left and go straight. There it is, under an old linden tree.
All right. Thank you.
But, mind you don't walk into the middle of anything, awkward. And tell that lazy bastard to get his ass to work. I'm not going to do his work for him.
Dushko definitely gave me a clear clue on where Pavlena and Roman could have gone. It was simple. Follow the stream south of Truskovich. And I did just that. After looking around for a while, I saw a peculiar wooden ladder. And there she was, Pavlena. But
Don't move, you horse son. Who the fuck are you?
My name is Henry. I'm from Skalitz.
And what the fuck do you want here, Henry of Skalitz? Who sent you?
First, tell me who you are. We're Christians. We can talk things over, can't we?
I'm... Otter.
Easy now, Otter.
Kurva. I never wanted it to end like this. You gotta believe me. I just wanted to give Pavlena a scare, but then that fool Roman got mixed up in it and... I never meant to kill anyone! Shit!
Take it easy.
Don't fucking tell me to take it easy! How did you get here? My dog Bristly was guarding the entrance. What did you do to him, you bastard? And where's my brother? He should have been here long ago. Talk, or I'll slit her throat.
Why are you doing this? Why pick on Pavlena?
It's Yakash's doing. Bozhena killed his son. He was always on about paying her back for it. And he's got a huge fucking farm and 2 daughters to marry off. He'd never give them to ordinary farmhands, unless he owed them a debt.
So you did it to get into his good books?
It was the only way. I don't want to spend my whole life shoveling shit.
What are you talking about? Who did you kill?
That idiot Roman. He was trying to defend Pavlena. But it was an accident!
I haven't the foggiest idea who your brother is.
Slavobor, they call him Straw. He was supposed to come here, not you.
Sorry, I don't know any Slavobor. Or Straw.
We'll see if he turns up, or if you're bullshitting me.
Don't worry, your dog is just fine. I gave him the slip.
You treacherous rat! You wanted to sneak up on me from behind, eh? Well, Bristly will be waiting for you.
I don't know what more I can tell you. It's time for you to make your mind up.
You don't want to burn in hell, do you? Repent before God, and he'll forgive you. Let Pavlena go.
She knows everything. She'll tell on me and I'll be fucked!
Pavlena can say what she likes. But it'll make no difference if I have a word with Lord von Berghoff. Then you won't have to fear the bailiff or anyone else.
What? You could do that?
Sure. You can see I belong to the gentry.
That could maybe work. All right. I'll let her go. All right. Just take it easy.
You swine!
I'm letting her go.
Die!
Look!
Die! Die! That's for Roman! You bastard!
You killed him. But he let you go.
So what? He deserved nothing better.
Well, maybe he did deserve it, but he was giving himself up. That was dishonorable.
Like there was anything honorable about what he and his crony did to Roman. I'm glad he's dead. And now I'm going home to Ma. Are you coming with me?
Sorry, but I want to clear something up before we go.
What's that?
Are you alright? You're not hurt?
No, I'm fine. Just a few scratches. It's nothing.
How did you get here?
Me and Roman were going down to the stream. He went back to get something, and I went on ahead. Those two bastards jumped me by the stream. I don't know what they wanted to do to me, but Roman stepped in. Only one of them grabbed a rock and...
I know. You don't have to say any more.
When it was all over and Roman was lying on the ground, Otter tied me up and dragged me here. I tried to make a run for it, but that bastard set his dog on me.
Do you know why they wanted to hurt you?
Yakesh put them up to it. For a long time after they chased us out, I didn't dare go to Troskovitz. Ma always warned me not to. Only then, I met Roman. I should have known the people there hadn't forgotten about us. And that Yakesh still wanted revenge.
What exactly happened? How did Roman die?
He was trying to protect me. If he hadn't come along, I don't know what those beasts would have done to me. Only that big brute grabbed a rock and smashed Roman over the head with it. He fell straight to the ground. I could swear he was looking at me the whole time, even though he was lifeless, like he was trying to tell me to run.
That's all I need to know.
So, can we please go now?
Can you make your own way home? I'd rather have another look around here, to be on the safe side.
Yes, I think I can find my way. They didn't blindfold me, so I know how we went. We'll meet at our hut.
Watch out for yourself.
Henry,
What?
thanks for coming here for me. You saved my life.
Even though I told her she was not supposed to kill the guy and what she did was in bad taste, I thought to myself, what would I have done if people killed my loved ones? Would I have stayed silent or would I have taken revenge? Of course, I would have taken revenge. This whole story is about taking revenge. So, I went back to Truskovich to find Dushko and tell him about his friend. I could not find him. So, I wasted no more time searching for him. I had to reach Bojana's place and tell her about this good news, that Pavlena was safe.
I found Pavlena.
I know, she came back. Thank you, Henry. Wait, I'll call her for you.
What will you do now? I rescued Pavlena, but I think it'd be best if she didn't show her face in Troskovitz for a while.
I wouldn't even want to.
We're both in your debt, Henry. I don't know what I'd do without my little girl.
Tell him, Ma.
What is it?
You've already helped us more than anyone in the world, but
I'd be glad to help.
Yakesh is to blame for everything. For us being driven out, for Pavlena being abducted.
And for everything else.
Everything leads back to him and his old hatred. We'll never have peace as long as he's alive.
What are you trying to say?
I want you to kill him.
What? Are you serious?
Yes. It's either him or us.
I understand. And I agree. I'll do what you ask. It's only right and just.
You will? It really must have been the will of God that you crossed our path. Thank you, Henry.
I agreed to Bojana's request. She was one of the very few characters who was good to me throughout my adventure. She did save my life after all. But on the road to Troskovich, I kept thinking to myself, maybe there is some another way. Maybe I could convince the farmer to give up his bitterness. Bojana did not kill his son. Accidents do happen at childbirth. Maybe I could convince him and make him understand. To be honest, I did not want to kill Farmer Jakash. When I entered his house, I was of course trespassing. He was having dinner with his family, so they kept shouting at me. But this matter required this urgency.
Quick.
Look, I know relations between you and Bojana the Herbwoman aren't good. But it's time to put an end to the animosity.
Where are you going with this? That witch deserves no pity.
I understand your bitterness, and I'm sorry about your son. Bojana would certainly have saved him if she could. But whatever happened between you, it has to end now. Bojana came very close to losing her daughter on account of your feud.
Your farmhands abducted her, and they killed her sweetheart.
But I had nothing to do with that. They did it of their own free will, not on my orders.
That means nothing. They did it because of you. They wanted you to be indebted to them.
But that's not my fault, and I don't see why I should have to make up with Bojana on account of it.
Shit on his hands and don't give him any water. Fucking thief.
Listen, I know a thing or two about revenge. And believe me, sometimes you just have to say enough and turn the other cheek. Because otherwise, it will never end.
You know nothing. I can't simply forgive her.
Well, then do it on account of Pavlena. After all, she's not to blame for anything. But she's the one who's suffering most from your feud.
Christ almighty. You're talking like the parish priest. I'll send Bojana compensation. I never wanted anything to happen to her daughter, and she's the one who suffered most from that banishment. She can't have been more than 10 years old. I give my word that I won't do anything bad to them. And those two fools of hands, they won't show up here again. And if they do, I'll haul them off to the bailiff myself. I swear to God, Bojana and Pavlena could return to the village.
Very well. It's about time this chain of vengeance was broken for good. Give me the money, and I'll take it to Bojana. But God alone knows whether she'll forgive you.
Thank you. It's time for us all to get on with our lives. I hope Bojana will understand that.
I took his compensation and returned to Bojana's in the hopes that she would understand what I was trying to do. I was just trying to solve everything without killing everyone. When I reached her house, it was late at night. I did not want to wake her up. She's an old woman. She needs her sleep. I was very hungry, so I looked at the pot, but there was nothing to eat. So I did what I could do at that point. There was no bed for me to sleep in, so I waited on the bench outside her hut, and when the day came, I approached her.
About Yakesh,
Is it done?
I didn't kill him because I finally managed to get him to agree.
Agree? On what?
I told him everything, and it was clear from his reaction that he wasn't directly to blame. His farmhands did it all by themselves. He was so sorry that he gave me coin for you and Pavlena in recompense. It's quite a lot of money. Pavlena could use it.
And you really believe him? That he'll leave us alone?
Well, I don't think he'll ever forgive you. But I believe he won't try to hurt you anymore.
I hope you're right. I'd hate to regret it later. Thank you, Henry. If it wasn't for you, I'd have lost my daughter. You should keep half the coin.
No, I can't accept it. Pavlena will need the money more than I do.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. Keep it.
Henry, what would we do without you? God himself must have sent you to us. If it wasn't for you, I'd have lost my daughter. I'll be forever grateful to you. If you need anything, come and visit us. We'll be happy to see you.
Thankfully, Bojana understood my intention, and she agreed. Thus ends the tale of one of the most heartbreaking stories featured in Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Pavlena did not get her love. Her lover was killed, but at least she was alive and well with her mother. Even though she was adopted, she was very loved by Bojana, and that's all we need in life. Click that like button if you enjoyed the video, and subscribe to the channel for more stories like this from your favorite RPGs.